Hi, I'm Wyatt Owensby, and I bought a green screen. Anyway, I made an action figure, and I'm going to tell you how I made that action figure now. I have been collecting Marvel Legends for probably 10 years now, a decade. And for those past 10 years, I have been rocking this girl on my shelf. That is, of course, the Juggernaut Wave Rogue. She actually holds up pretty well for being released in 2016. I mean, she still looks great, but recently I've been annoyed by how little this thing can do, because girl comes with only one accessory, a little hand here, and she can't pose to save her life. Maybe it's just because of this scene in X-Men 97, or I've been playing too much of the MVC collection lately, or I've just been spoiled by Jada Toys. It probably is a combination of all three. But I really want a Rogue figure that can pose really well, or at least half as well as a Jada Toys figure. So I set out to make my perfect Rogue figure. My plan went through several phases, including cutting this figure in half, adding a ball joint at the waist, replacing her waist with the Jada Toys CAMEO figure, all kinds of convoluted stuff that I don't really know how to do. Instead of destroying one of my earliest collectibles, I should instead make a Rogue figure out of collectibles that I don't have yet. And so I scoured the internet to find what I thought were the best parts to make into a custom Rogue figure. And believe it or not, the best action figure parts to turn into a new Rogue are parts of other Rogues. And that's what we have here. Alrighty, so here we have what we're working with. We have the X-Men 97 Rogue, the Retro Card Rogue, and then these arms that I took off this headless siren here. Oh, and also we have this jacket from gpslot on eBay, the link to which will be in the description. And this is really high quality. So my main Rogue suffers in mainly three key areas: the elbows that only go to 90, the hips that don't really go out at all, that's as far as they go, and the ankle joints that also don't go anywhere. They go back, but they don't go forward at all. So my plan is the siren arms here will fix the elbows, and then for the hips we have the retro card. These are about identical in terms of hip range, so I'm just going to pop apart at the thigh and attach them that way. And then for our ankles, the 97 Rogue has better ankle range than the original figure. Oh, and another bonus is this figure has these add-on parts that often fall down, but this one has the boot tops as part of the sculpt, so that's another bonus. We are going to use what's commonly called the boil and pop method, where you let the action figure parts that you need soak in hot water until they're soft enough to pop apart safely. So I have my hot water here, and we're going to let these two soak in this until they're nice and soft, and we will come back when they're done. Okay, they've been soaking for a couple minutes now, so we're going to go ahead and take them both out and see how easy it is to pop them apart. So here's our ingredients. We have the 97 head and legs, the retro card torso, the siren arms, and our custom jacket. Let's go ahead, pop her together, and see how she looks. And here she is. I didn't run into any real complications with the process. The only problem we're going to have is the color mismatch here, especially on the legs. But I do have some folk art paint that might fix that. So we might cut and then come back when I've done that. But for now, I think she looks pretty good. The siren arms are a little loose in the socket. of the shoulder, but because the jacket's on, it kind of helps it hold better retention. And the only other thing is I might glue this belt down, because usually when she's drawn, it's off to the side like that, but this one won't naturally rest that way. Maybe I'll do those couple little things, and then we'll come back and see how we feel. Whoa. And here we have her all painted up. All I really did was touch up the green so it would match on the legs there. And I think it turned out pretty good. The yellows still don't quite match, but that is okay. The main mission was to make the greens line up properly. And I could do a better alignment here on the leg than was on the stock figure. There's honestly a million things I could fix on this, but one other thing I did was I did end up gluing down the belt. That way it actually sits at that kind of unnatural angle, but that way it's not flopping all around every time I try to pose it. I also only painted the forearms, since most of her arm is covered by the jacket anyway, but you can see the color difference there, hopefully pretty well, going from the dark green to the lighter green. The green isn't perfect, again, but it's about as close as I could get for just a cheap thing of craft paint from a hobby store. There she is. I think she turned out pretty well. And here she is compared to that original Rogue figure from 2016, and to me it's a night and day difference. You can see just right now, as I'm moving her around, the belt flopping around, these things not staying where they need to be, just everything. And this figure can get into way more poses than this one, which you'll also see in the photos at the end, but I am very happy with how this turned out. And there we have it, my dream Rogue figure. Or at least one that'll tide me over until an eventual SH Figuarts release. I'm not a customizer at all, and this is really my first project like this ever, so I designed it to be as easy on myself as possible. But if you want to watch a channel of a true wizard customizer, there are plenty of those on YouTube. I especially recommend Vad Toy's video on his custom Rogue. His is way more elaborate than mine. It's really impressive. But yeah, that's about it. Let me know how you think I did, if I should do something else in the future, and thanks for watching. See you next time.